Hello folks, Charlie Gipple here with CG Financial Group. You know, occasionally it dawns on me that I need to tell you fine folks more often that if you like this video to click the thumbs up, and if you like the video or the videos that are on my channel here on YouTube, make sure you click the subscribe button so that you get the feeds whenever I post videos. But with that being said, GUL versus cash value supported policies. What's the difference? What's my analogy here? Because you have guaranteed universal life insurance that without any cash value, miraculously, that death benefit column still sticks around. But then you have these policies over here that work off the cash value. What is my analogy? What's the difference between these two different types of products? Well, let's take the cash value supported policy here. Indexed universal life insurance, for example. And let's say it's a stripped down indexed universal life policy. There are no secondary guarantees, no lapse provisions, nothing like that. That is like a jet flying through the air. And when a jet flies through the air, if it runs out of fuel, bad things happen, right? The jet crashes. That is equivalent to a life insurance policy. Because it runs out of cash value, it lapses. Now, a lot of IUL policies have something called a no lapse provision on it, at least within a certain period of time. What is a no lapse provision? Well, when you add that no lapse provision onto these cash value policies, that's equivalent to adding a backup battery for that airplane. So once that airplane runs out of cash value, once it runs out of fuel, a backup battery kicks in. So even though that airplane has zero fuel in it and the policy is running off no cash value, you will see that that death benefit continues. The airplane lands safely, the death benefit continues. That backup battery is called a no lapse provision. And by the way, that backup battery is the main trait that defines guaranteed universal life insurance. So there are GIUL policies, like what I just explained, guaranteed index universal life insurance policies. The most popular GUL type policy is just the plain GUL policy, and that is what I call a PERM term. No gasoline in the tank, just a battery. It's an EV, it's an electronic vehicle, right? It just runs off the battery, usually zero cash value, and the death benefit just continues to run for as long as you pay the premium, as long as what you plugged into the illustration. Here's an example. I'll flip over here. I showed an example in another video here of Protective's GUL policy. It's one of the best out there, Protective Lifetime Assurance. And what you'll see here is my 50-year-old has a $300,000 death benefit. He is paying $4,600 per year. As you can see here, there's no gasoline in the tank, but yet this death benefit column builds a little bit of gasoline in the tank, I guess, a little bit of cash value. Usually that cash value hits zero later on, not on this policy though. But that death benefit continues out until age 121 because that's what we solved for in the system. This is a pure GUL policy to where the cash value supported policy, that death benefit column disappears if there is no lapse provision and if the cash value hits zero. That's the difference between GUL and non-GUL type universal life policies.